They're too small. Think they're liars?
Everyone's a liar.
It is important that you find people that you can make an emotional bond with.
Nobody knows who you are. Nobody.
Killian Maddox is here. Current eyepiece. No!
Yo. As far as performances go, this is by far one of the best performances I've seen in the movie in a really long time, and this movie deserves all the praise it's been garnering. Welcome back, guys, to another review. Today we'll be checking out one of my most anticipated movies of the year, Magazine Dreams. Before we do get started, I'd like to put it out there that this is going to be a non-spoiler review, and if you like what you're watching, then don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button and ding that notification bell for more updates and reviews. So let's jump right in. Kicking things off with a synopsis. This movie is about Killian Maddox. Killian Maddox is much of an oddball and aspiring bodybuilder, and he's burdened down by a case of violent tendencies, and we get to see Killian's journey as he tries to aspire to be one of the greatest bodybuilders in history. And let's just say things are not really working out for him. He has things on the side that are burdening him down. He's not able to really get to where he wishes or he intends to be. And Killian he's a very complex and flawed character, and Jonathan Majors does an amazing job of drawing out these nuances to Killian, considering he doesn't talk much. He's not really much of a talker, but he has almost like a split personality disorder, if I may use that word. And Magazine Dreams really draws a lot of parallels to Joker, from having Joker looking up to Mary, the news anchor, who he looked up to as a father figure. We have a similar aspect in Magazine Dreams, where Killian is looking up to this guy called Brad. Brad is Mr. Olympia, and he looks up to Brad for inspiration and considers him a friend. The other thing that is similar to Joker is Killian is a troubled individual, and therefore he has to attend a court mandated therapy sessions, and you can clearly tell that the person or the social worker really doesn't see him for him, doesn't see where he's coming from. And Killian also has a lot of trouble socializing, to the point where he has to look up on the internet how to be liked by people, how to be remembered by people, and this just gives weight to this performance. And what I loved about this movie is, in as much as it's a downer of a movie, like it's really morose, it has that macabre atmosphere to it. It has a really compelling message, a story about ambition, and I loved how it ended. It ended on one of the best conclusions. One, obviously, I didn't think it was heading that direction. I thought it was going to follow the typical route for such features. So what can I say about this movie that I didn't like? Well, the first two halves I loved, but however, when it comes to the third act, at some point it sort of stumbles along the way, and it feels like it's going on for way longer than it has to be. But it's able to really jump back in and finish off on a high, and I'm going to recommend this movie to anyone who loves character driven pieces. This is not an action packed movie, it's purely a character piece. There isn't much that goes on. The focus is on Killian and his relationships. It reminded me of Matthew McConaughey's and Jared Leto's performance in Dallas Buyers Club, where you're really drawn in by the performance, and that's how strong our performance as Jonathan Majors is able to give and extract. And I really applaud this movie for what it has to say. I really applaud it for the production value, especially the score. The score it got me off guard, as opposed to going the typical route that Hollywood usually goes, where they have hip-hop music playing, since it's a black character. We sort of have an opera, that plays out throughout certain scenes in the movie, and that really makes it more immersive. The cinematography, clearly you can guess, it's clearly inspired by A24 features. And yeah, I'd say if you really love performance-driven movies, this is a must-watch. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, and I think it's qualified to be in my top movie of the year so far. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this review. For more reviews, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell for more updates to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. See you on the next one. Cheers.